good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever the time at your place. Welcome to this channel. Today, if you're planning to visit United States, maybe as a tourist visa, or maybe as a student, maybe as a student exchange program, listen to this so that you don't find yourself into problems. Right now, you hear how many people are being deported, people who have been here for many years, but they have never been able to legalize their stay because they messed up with something such that even if they try to ask for visa, they cannot get it. They try to get married, they cannot get it. And you know very well, marrying a US citizen or even a green card holder is one of the ways that you can be able to become, to stay in US legally by getting your green card. But people who violate what I'm going to explain here will find themselves into problems forever and ever. What you are seeing there is called, you are reading something called the 90-day rule. So please, if you are coming to visit, if you get a visitor's visa, listen to me very carefully. Please listen to me very carefully and tell your friends. And please welcome your friends to this channel because I'll be trying to explain a number of things as things go by. The 90-day rule, what it does is when you get a visa and you fly all the way from your country, you come to the US, the port of entry, and the immigration officer checks your documents and allows you to, to enter US now. Yes, that's a great achievement, but please don't squander it. And what I mean is, within 90 days of you entering United States, you are not supposed to do something that will make the US government think that that is something you had premeditated, something that you had planned even when you went for the visa. There's somebody who goes for the visa knowing very well that he doesn't want to go back to his country, and then when he reaches US, he tries to change the visa into a student from B1, B2 to F1, or maybe from J1 to F1. Others rush to get married, so that they can get papers. This is if you try to get married within 90 days, you'll be in very big trouble, because even when your spouse files for your green card, you're not going to get it. So there are things that you are not supposed to try to do at all. Wait for 90 days, then you can go ahead and do what you have been planned to do. So if you look at what I'm showing you, it says the 90 days rule applies to all non-immigrant visa holders who enter the United States, let me put it here, for the purpose of a temporary stay, other than those who use dual intent visas like H or L. H, they are talking of visas like H1B or a visa like L1, where a company in your country can send you to come and work in one of their branches here. With those visas H and L, the US knows that you have an intent to stay here, so they have no problem even if you try to change your status. But if you came here with a visitor's visa, if you read this particular part I'm showing here, it says what? During the first 90 days of your stay in the United States, a single intent visa is that visitor's visa I'm talking about. A single intent visa holder engages in the following: they could be judged to have misrepresented their original intentions when applying for a visa for entering the United States. And so the things that you can do and they think that you knew what you are doing, you are trying to cheat them when you went to the embassy, People go there carrying their photos, some bank statements, to show that they have an attachment to their country, that they will go back. Those things are like engaging in unauthorized employment, enrolling in unauthorized course of study without proper visa. For you to study, you need F1, okay, or entering into a marriage with a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, or filing for adjustment of status, or rather, it's kind of a green card application. If you try to do any of those things before 90 days, then you'll be in trouble. And this rule came into effect in 2017. Before that, they were using what they were calling the 60/30. I think the 30/60. Let me try to show you. Let me try to show you what it was before. I'll tell you what it was. It was used to be called the 60/30. Let me see. Yeah, you see this one. It used to be called the 30/60. So now they're using the 90-day rule. The 30/60, the way it was going, like within that, before 30 days are over, you cannot try to do those things that I've said, like trying to apply for employment, or trying to get married, or trying to file for green card, those kind of things. If you did within 30 days, they will definitely conclude that you misrepresented yourself when you went to the embassy, and because of that, they will not be approved. In fact, they will just start proceedings of taking you back to your country. So after 30 days to 60 days, you could do those things. You can try to get a job, get married, or anything else, but you still have the burden of proof. You have the burden of proof to prove that you didn't intend to do that. So you have to go. It will be a little bit tough, but they won't 100% say you knew what you are doing. But it is you who now who would be trying to prove that you didn't intend to do that when you came. But after 60 days, you could do anything. You could get married. You could apply for a job. You could, like that. So just know that now we are no longer, the US is no longer using the 30/60 day rule. They are using the 90-day rule. 90-day rule. Just know that within 90 days, don't do anything. Don't do anything stupid related to immigration. The other thing that I need to tell you, there are people who come to to these foreign countries, and then they file for citizen, not no yeah, they file for asylum. How it works is, once you enter the United States, you have 1 year for you to file the asylum. If you go beyond 1 year, you have to prove what has changed now that you didn't foresee. Maybe in your country you thought it was peaceful, and when you are just about to go home, then war started in your country. That kind of thing. Or maybe there was a big earthquake. Those catastrophic events that will make your life very difficult. Or maybe maybe, I don't know, maybe something like a breakout of a sickness maybe can make you, I don't know whether that one can work. I'm just mentioning. But anyway, you're supposed to file your asylum within 1 year of entering into the United States. And so just know that's how things work. And asylum you can file anytime. I don't think that one follows the 90-day rules. I'm not very sure, but maybe to be sure that you are not caught into this 90-day rule fiasco, you you need to maybe to wait for the 90 days, perhaps. I don't know, but again, just know within those 90 days, if your visa has expired, not visa. When you enter the US, there is a card they give you, or a stamp. They call it I-94. The I-94 is the one which says the day you are supposed to leave United States. So remember, If your stamp does not allow you to go past 1 month, or maybe past 2 weeks, or whatever the date they put you there, they stamp there, you need to leave. If you don't want to leave, there's a provision that you can apply for an extension. You can apply for an extension, but it's challenging. I think for the extension, you need to apply within, I think, 45 days. But as long as you have applied for an extension within the allowed period and they have not responded, you can continue staying here. Nobody will say that you have violated your visa, because now the ball is on their court. So they need to tell you, no, we have refused to approve it, or maybe we have accepted it. You can extend. So just know that the asylum has to be filed within 1 year of entry into the United States. And now it's becoming a bit tough. There's a bill that was signed by Trump. It's called the Big Beautiful Bill. And they said the asylum seekers in the country will be paying $1,000 every month. Of course, if you have been approved for asylum and you are waiting for your case, you also get your work permit and now you can work. So you have some money to pay as you wait for your case to come. I hear those cases can even take like seven years. So just tell somebody, or even let yourself know that if you come to the US, don't try to change your status before 90 days are over. Thank you for listening to this. I hope it has helped somebody. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'll be talking about these things as the days go by. Thank you. Bye.